So this video is going to talk about how writers can properly end an information essay. So in other words, what do I write in my conclusion at the end of a literary analysis? So your conclusion should really do three things. It should reel in your audience, it should sum up what you've said in your paper, and it should show why it matters. And I'll make sure that I talk about this idea of an argument because a literary analysis is not an argument, but conclusion styles can be similar for both of those types of writing. So, one possible choice you have is to return to your hook. So, the very first sentence you wrote in your essay, you can refer back to it in your conclusion. It's a one way to bring everything back together. This is particularly effective if you used an anecdote, a narrative, or a quote. It's an easy way to just make it feel like everything is coming back together. Another easy thing you can do is play the so what game. Now, you might have done this a little bit with your reasoning in the body of your essay, but at the end, you want to take it one step further, and we'll talk a little bit more about how you can take it that far. So, if we were to use this argument that Napoleon is guilty of murder, treason, and social upheaval, if that was our claim, then at the end of our essay, we can really go further with why should anybody care? The so what? Why do we need to prove this point? So this would be one possible example of something that might go in the conclusion that would be referring to things that may have been referenced or should have been referenced in the body of the essay. Now, I realize this is leaning toward argument, but hang in there with me for just a second. So when you think about why your reader should care, one of the crucial things your conclusion can do is talk about implications. What happened because of this? What will happen because of whatever this topic is? This is really a good choice for argument. And you want to make sure that you're relating your point back to that driving question, whatever the prompt was. So if you take a moment and pause and read this example, you can see how it connects to this idea of implications or what happened because of your topic. When we're writing about literary analysis, the implications can look a little bit different depending on the prompt. As mentioned before, one strategy is to connect back to a narrative in the intro. This is one thing that really is effective in literary analysis. This is the line in yellow. Your essay should be helpful in creating a new understanding. So, what new thing did your reader learn as a result of reading your essay? Again, coming back to this idea of broader implications, if you're writing about an argument, you want to think about course of action, solution, questions for further study. The questions for further study might be an option if you're writing a literary analysis. Course of action, solution, that's not going to work so much for information writing than it would for argument writing. Please do not use these cliche phrases in your conclusion. Your conclusion should sound like an end. You should not have to say, "Hey, reader, my essay is ending." You also want to avoid repeating anything from your essay. You also, please, want to avoid introducing a whole new topic. You're not starting another essay from your conclusion. So just a quick review. You can write about the so what. You can write about the implications. You can write about course of action or new understanding. You can write about how life is now, how that's different than it was before, and what the reader should learn or know now that they didn't know before. Happy writing!